Current issues about the murder of two policemen by Rustam Ashurov and his mistakes. There are reasonable suspicions that Ashurov was not allowed into the country because he did not bribe Moldovan border guards. Because Ashurov was not in any search database, either in Interpol or in other databases. From June 23 to 30, the Tajik authorities did not put him on the international wanted list. Also, Ashurov's decision on how to get to the EU is also strange. He could only enter the EU illegally or get fake documents. There is reasonable suspicion that Ashurov was trained at an ISIS terrorist base. The United States reportedly notified the Tajik authorities that their citizen Ashurov was being trained at an ISIS base. If you want to hide from Tajik authorities, after committing the crimes of kidnapping and murder in Tajikistan, the European Union is the worst solution to hide. And the second stupidity of the Tajik citizen is that he was deported to Istanbul and could go to another country. There was no need to kill two people. The citizen of Kazakhstan, who flew on the same flight as the Tajik who killed two people at Chisinau airport, was not allowed into Moldova because he did not want to bribe them. A citizen from Kazakhstan told border guards that he could enter Ukraine only from Moldova. They first asked him for $1,500, took him to a separate room, and saw that he did not have that amount of money. When he told them that he had family and old relatives there in Ukraine, they laughed and asked him to give them proof that he was going to his family in Ukraine. The border guards don't have Wi-Fi downstairs, and he asked them to give him internet on his router or to call from their phone. They let him call his wife. My wife explained to them who I was, where I was going and to whom. They heard this and took my phone away from me. They talked for about half an hour and gave my passport with a stamp saying I was being deported back to Istanbul. I tried to explain, but they didn't even listen. Rustam Ashurov, who shot and killed two people at the Chisinau airport last Friday, had previously served for 7 years in the Tajik Interior Ministry. The criminal case opened by the Moldovan prosecutor's office revealed that the aggressor had been sentenced to 13 years in prison in Dushanbe in 2012. The investigation revealed that Ashurov was involved in an armed robbery in Dushanbe. In June 2012, Tajik law enforcement officers detained 2 suspected participants in the robbery of a currency exchange office in Dushanbe. The unknown assailants attacked a currency exchange employee. Threatening with a Makarov pistol, they took with them a sports bag containing $95,000. Ashurov was then sentenced to 13 years in prison. Ashurov was released in 2019, when thousands of prisoners in Tajikistan were released from detention as a result of a presidential pardon. On June 23, 2023, a week before the Chisinau airport incident, the first deputy chairman of Orion Bank, Shukrat Ismatoloyev, was kidnapped by an organized criminal group. The kidnapped Orion Bank banker worked together with Zarina Rahman, the younger daughter of the president of Tajikistan. Ashurov, who fled to Moldova via Turkey, was involved in the kidnapping with the goal of hiding in European Union countries later. Rustam Ashurov, a 43-year-old citizen of Tajikistan, who shot and killed a border guard and an airport security officer at Chisinau airport on June 30, has not regained consciousness for 3 days. He received 10 bullet wounds during a special operation to capture him. He was treated and remains in the hospital under police guard. Ashurov was not listed in any international information databases, and initially he behaved peacefully. It was for this reason that he did not arouse much suspicion among airport security officers and border guards. Representatives of the law enforcement bodies of Tajikistan and responsible employees of the embassy of the country in Ukraine, which also represents the interest of Tajikistan in Moldova, arrived in Chisinau to interact with their Moldovan colleagues in order to clarify all the circumstances of the June 30 armed incident at the airport. Wednesday, July 3, 2023, the citizen of Tajikistan died.